Hi everyone, I'm Echoes and I'm a VTuber, and I'll be reacting to Gundam Witch from Mercury episode 19 titled Not the Best Way. Just a quick reminder before I start is that if you want to talk more about Witch from Mercury with like-minded people, there will be a Discord server linked in this video's description. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. We get like a really solid build-up, a little battle near the end, but mostly build-up. Again, it's kind of like, what's the phrase? Everything will go down from here. Yes, that's pretty much a good way to describe the episode. So yeah. So in the beginning, we pretty much have Mirai, Guel, and Lady Prospera and Eri are descending onto Earth. I always like the Earth descending moments because it's like so cool, like how smoothly it seems to go here. Like having to go through atmospheric descents and stuff. Oh yeah, wait. There's actually kind of important. This was interesting where they're using this like interesting aircraft that's like, I don't know, it's such an odd shape, right? And it's called the Orbital Permit Lift Relay Station. So in a way, this shows that they're using the permit material or technology in order to allow spaceships to enter Earth and also leave Earth. So it also shows that with the space stations having a monopoly over permit score technology, it means that they have a monopoly over travel to and from Earth, meaning that it's very difficult for Earthians to leave. I thought that was just an interesting observation. Orbital, dangerous orbital debris, and they also have the path that's created by these permit lines. You can see Mirai is finally achieving her goal. She always wanted to go there. And then you can see that this dude right here hates being on Earth because he feels the gravity. Because he's a big guy. Don't know about that guy. Kind of interesting where you could see that Guel is a little hesitant about that Kananji dude. Don't you hate being back on Earth even more? No, he wants to check it out because since he was with the Dawn of Fold before, he needs to see things for himself a little bit more from a different perspective. Yeah, and this is where she asks, are you really the same person? Because he's changed so much, you know? Can't trust you in negotiations alone. And this is where Lady Prospera is. There, she's gotten coordinates to go somewhere. Grateful you have so many friends, and yeah, with this dude who's like her right-hand man. Well, the Assembly League might have sniffed this out. Wait is over. Please proceed with purpose. So she's planning something too. Skip the opening for now. Yeah, it looks like Soletta doesn't really want to eat anything because she made up with Mirai, but obviously her Eri and Prospera have rejected her. Skip the class. So she's kind of like out of it right now. And they all want to help her and stuff. Stables haven't been cleaned because Martin's usually in charge of that, right? And you can see Martin literally is at Cecilia's feet right now. Find it funny he's actually doing her nails. What's her name, right? Nika, right? Should be soon one-eyed open. Underdogs biting each other makes me laugh, right? And you can see that you can see here that Martin is really what they call projecting, I guess. Top won't understand, allow Earth position to get worse because they're on the bottom, right? You just don't want to get mixed up in any trouble. Yeah, so he, in a way, he may be justifying a lot of things, right? But really, he doesn't want to get in the Earth House in more trouble, right? And also including himself. Because Nika, in a way, was putting them at risk through her actions. Realize he gave up trying to hear her out, right? He did. He really did give up on it. That's why he can't confess to those around. That's why he only confessed to the confession area. Am I wrong, right? You're right. Gave up to Nika, failed as a house leader. Even so, I truly believed, right, is the best way to protect everyone, right? And just say that, yeah. In a way, he's also not being honest. He's not, like Nika was always hiding things, he's also hiding things too. Going to see an underdog being so stubborn. He has such a ugly crying face here, but it shows that in a way, Cecilia is in a way acting like the nun. She's, even though she may, be a spacey and kind of on top of things, like she can see things that maybe others cannot. And I appreciate her advice here. She's not entirely a bad person. Not the best way to get the title. All passers outside the Earth Biological Protection Act. That's kind of interesting. I guess they're trying to protect against dangerous substances. And also you see here, these are the towers that allow the spacecraft to enter and leave, right? In a way, the space stations have the monopoly over this. And you can see the permit lines on top. Thought this was just really cool. It's like kind of like a little space elevator, and that's why like it's shaped like that to ride the rails down. The biological protection list, blah blah. You see that the mobile suits are escorting them, even though they're unarmed, because she's trying to like let them be peaceful, but these people will not cooperate, right? Because you can see that they've been oppressed for so long. Down space oppression, go back to space, Earth better ignores Earthian lives. No more Miss Violent, enough. MS Violent, that kind of thing. Stop seeking your own wealth. I keep you waiting, right? And you see Lady Prospera is here to help out a little bit, using the Ariel's influence. Looks like it's daunting enough for them to stand down for now. Mira tried to begin negotiations. Crush the Earthians with the Gundam, right? More people end up supporting Mirai, right? But the thing is that Mirai won't allow that to happen. Then you see that Bell here is with the two people from the assembly. Just NGA don't have the information that they want. Present, the High Council is planning to forcibly suppress the Bennett group. So that's what Assembly's trying to do. Worst comes to worst, it will be a clash, right? Like to try to find a way for everyone to work together. Group loses its position. Will be scapegoated for breaking the Cathedra agreement because of all her involvement with the Gundams, I'm sure. Miss Winston, right? You have to think about yourself. In a way, she's trying to get more information, right? You can see that Belle here is like against it because she's like in like denial, right? Like nothing to do with me, don't talk to me, it doesn't matter, kind of thing. But yeah, but it looks like they had to do things by force a little bit. See that Mirai has arrived. And this is a peaceful protest here. And yeah, I'm glad Mirai could see that because none of them are armed. They just want them to hear them out. I appreciate that because I guess it just shows that Mirai is just good at observation. And you see that this kid's kind of important. Didn't do anything right. And then he recognizes the kid from where he was before. So please, and he takes the hat. And then here Guo is going to be going off on his own for a little bit. In order so he's allowing her to handle negotiations, which is kind of interesting because before he said that you didn't trust her to do it by herself. I'm like, okay, I guess he has something else that's important to do, which is kind of interesting. And you can see here is that where she's trying to hear them out. Hope is that we speak on equal terms, right? Here's the equal, huh? Yeah, he really doubts that because in a way the Benner group has always had the upper hand. In a way, even if they discuss here, it's not equal in the end. Their group intends, and she's saying that they intend to build a new facility, increase local employment. But here they're a little more concerned about Earthian lives, right? Here meant a large amount of people missing or dead after Plan Quetra, right? Those were probably the employees who worked there, thanks to your search for the perpetrators. They're trying to find out who caused it, which, if you remember, it's pretty much only like Norea and Sophie, pretty much, are the perpetrators. along with the rest of the Donna fold. But obviously these people don't know that. So people without reason and detain them. Some of them were also tortured. Never gave any orders, right? And here, but this is the truth. Like, in a way, you merely weren't informed. Like, she may have been kind of in the higher up a little bit because she was filling in for her father. But it doesn't mean that she is privy to all information just because of that. It's very easy to exclude information from her. The monopolization of permit. Proxy wars are forced onto us through war petitioning. They're already unbearable. But if you make us suffer further by going outside the law, then they'll do the same. All Spacians must leave Earth. Which is, I find this kind of funny because it's kind of reminiscent of Char, right? Where one of Char's biggest goals was for all the Zeon to leave, or not all Zeon, all people to leave the Earth. So here you just focus on just the Spacians leaving Earth, which is interesting. Guess we get another Gundam parallel here. That's their demand, right? And then we get the middle of the episode. And here we get the, what's the name again? This is what's it called? The, Turk Gundam, yes. Sadly, I forgot the name off the top of my head, but yeah. Some sort of joint venture with Gundam, right? This is, I'm pretty sure because Laud is here, he's probably going to be the one to pilot it for some reason. That's kind of interesting where he finds out about it. You can see here that Nerea is kind of really out of it right now. You see that Ella number 5 is looking at her drawings. It's all related to death in some way. Death, some hope, mostly death though, or loving where she lives and everything. She pretty much just wants all Spacians to die, right? But in reality, in a way, Sophie, she said that Sophie left her behind while also fearing death. Afraid to die, right? So the thing is that she's pretty much like forced into a situation where she's most likely going to die in the end. But she inherently rejects that. It's like, what the heck happened, right? And here you can say Ella number 5 can understand her, right? So he has his hand over her. Like, you can see that because both of them have the same, philosophy of not wanting to die or ideal, right? In a way, they're on the same page, while Nika has never felt that way before. Never, right? You can see Miriam's looking at the video. And she's trying to also promote Gundam here. Metal equipment handled by Gundam. Earthian students. And they think that she's just trying to sell them weapons, but no. She's not doing all Spacians leave Earth, right? Well, it means that Earthians must also leave space. She rejects that because because she's worked with Earthian people, she believes in their abilities. Can't lose them. Can't understand how enraged they are, but I also want to at least talk, right? Could trust when we don't have final say, right? Yeah, in a way, she's just a puppet, right? She's just controlled by other people. It's making that become the group's president, right? Is that your intention, right? I don't understand that it's what I really need. She needs to become president right now. Can't engage in negotiations. But he'll give her 10 days. Until the results of your presidential are clear, we'll suspend all protests, right? Do the deal making to the politicians. Besides, if you're going to talk, I'd rather talk about the prosthetics, which is it's a nice way to say that because he's the doctor. He's the doctor. Thank you, right? And here he finally shakes her hand right now. Shows that they at least reached some sort of agreement. You can see that Solida is hungry, so she finally has to go and get some food. I find funny she's just going to the freezer. She's like trying to just eat something. And she's like caught eating. And then you can see that Choo-Choo's bringing her out. She said that she isn't ready, right? But at least they could eat, right? Looks like they're making a soup with milk, a milk-based soup and bread. I forgot to flip the switch. That's funny. It's a little more luxurious. Eat somewhere a little bit brighter. So that's why they're in a brighter area, which is kind of interesting. Usually they're in their dorm, but I guess they're in the hangar. Yeah, we can see that Suletta finally like feels a lot like she's with everyone else now. Because it's kind of nice seeing her smile again. Because she's just been down for so long. You see Martin finally comes back now. He finally sees things again, right? Management company was right. Nika was cooperating with the terrorist group because he was the whistleblower, yeah. And here, I'm glad that Suletta chimed in here. That Nika was trying to stop Sophie Noray, right? Because she was with the same group as them, right? So I'm glad that she adds another perspective. She wasn't trying to destroy the school. The fact that she lied is not good, right? Only can Nika tell us why she was doing it, right? But she's not there with them. And Till mentioned that he failed to realize that Martin was struggling, but he has to clean. Even to make the animals feel better, he still has to pick up the slack, right? Because Till is still his vice president, right? I'm glad that he's able to support him. This guy says he would have done the same, right? But she's our friend, right? Even if you know it's not the best way, there are times that there's only one thing you can do, right? So now we get a callback to the title, right? Where people will sometimes when you're in desperate situations, you'll only see one path, right? Only one thing you could do. Even if it's something you don't want to do, sometimes people feel compelled to do it anyway, right? Heard about Cynthia, right? And he made a grave for her. Only thing I could do, right? And you can see that I'm glad that they're wearing their what do they call it? The casual clothes. And your full buddy's still here, right? No. Seto Wanchek. Oh yeah, he's part of official refugee designated by the Special Reconstruction Plan. I don't know what that is, but interesting. But he's protected, at least. School that takes an Earthians like me, right? Let me in. He doesn't know what it is. He means the academy, right? Grassley's child rearing program, right? That place is run by a meritocracy. They even take in orphans who lost their families to war partitioning and re-educate them. Shadiq Zenali and their 5 pilots all came from here. So in a way, Shadiq and his harem all came from the same place. That's actually a pretty important detail here, where it shows that it's because of that education that they, in a way, were influenced to do a lot of their current actions. He said, doesn't belong to Grassley. You got to ask someone graduate from there, right? I just want to be like the prince, right? And then you can see here, this kid accidentally reveals some important information. Awesome guy who graduated from the academy, where that place is, and aids us, right? Instead of piloting mobile suits like Sophie Norea, like Donna Full, I'm more interested in something else, right? And you can see Kananji here asks who told him that, the adults, right? And here you can see that Kananji reveals that the prince is Shadiq Zelenili's name, Jeru Ogle. And then we also know his real name, which is kind of interesting. That was the name before he was adopted. Since he was a remarkable kid, because of that name, everyone at the academy called him the prince. So yourself, everyone knows, right? Yet not one person has ever gave us a report. So in a way, they were hiding it, right? No one except you and Earthian who live within the dawn of Fold. So only people in that group would know. And also, Gwil realized that because he was with them. He was literally with the Dawn of Fold, but he didn't even realize who they were. Gwil, where are you? And then Open Campus and Plequetra, right? They're all farces that he staged. Rest him and grill him, right? But you can see that Amiri's like, do you have any evidence, right? Without, he'll just ignore it, right? And she's telling them to go back to Astasia. Because they need to find Sirius. Because Shadiq held them hostage. He's the only one who would be able to blow the whistle as proof, right? Shadiq must be keeping close by in a place he feels safe, which is in the Grassley house, right? And so they're going back home. There's been a sudden change in plans. We'll be leaving. And now now Lady Prospera and Aerie are starting their operations now. Definitely, she's in a way the one who makes the fire burn brighter. Because right now she's using Aerie's gun bits in order to control all the mechanical technology that uses permit technology. So that's why she's making a civilian vessel, civilian tank shoot near the aerial, right? So it looks like, let's see, it's not me, right? Attention Garrison Command, been attacked by demonstrators. So she's making it as if the demonstrators were attacking them, right? So we're evacuating. So in a way, she's placing the blame on the Earthians themselves. Is on Earth, right? So why Quinn Harbor? Did those two really go for personal negotiations? Yeah, that's a good question. Like, why did they decide to go there? She was trying to contact Murena, but wasn't able to. And now you can see that Lady Prospera is currently trying to destroy the Assembly League's. These are their mass production Gundam models. Because you can see all of them are under Ox Earth. Gundam Lefrith are pre-production. Yeah, these are the mass production ones. Sophie Polone, and they're both under Sophie and Norea. Gundam Lefrith pre-production mode. In Ox Earth, right? Gundams attacked Quecha in the Bennett school. That's where they're from. But she thought that they were destroyed. Higher-ups were trying to forcibly suppress the group. So that's what the Assembly League is using. The ones who support the Ox Earth are the Assembly League's High Council. In a way, so now we had the conflict between Benner and the Assembly League now. Now they're fighting. Don't have any proof. See that Lady Prospera is destroying all the pre-production models. Hannison is trampling Gunn's ideals because they are making Gundams, right? Now they're trying to interfere with Aerie's future. He destroys them all. Then it's the Spacians, and now, in a way, Lady Prospera is pretty much lighting the fire. I won't deny I tried to use you. It's also true I want to avoid armed conflict, please. Lend us social support. Not authorized to attack, right? So yeah. And she's like, what the hell is going on, right? She says she weren't the ones, right? How unfortunate. They're leaving. So yeah, now the conflict is only getting worse. And now you can see Bella's blowing the whistle because of talking about Quiet Zero. But she gets shot by Lady Prospera's right-hand man. Since for them to win you over, wasn't it, right? Dr. Winston. You see that this lady's pretty much guaranteed dead. And now you can see the harbor is covered in flames. Fighting is currently escalating eastern part of the city. Better groups, MS Fire, and housing complexes, anti-space groups with many casualties. Yeah, now they're blaming on the Benner group now. Turned out and you can see that they already expected that to happen, the Pale group. Cover ship as well as more used for Supina. Guel Udafater. So in a way, he doesn't know what's going on either. But he believed that Guel abandoned her. You're right. They're like, that can't be right. Leader of the Earth Independence Movement. And you can see the aerial here is in the fray. And that's why he can't cling to me. And this is where now Soletta understands why Aerie told Soletta to leave them. Which Soletta understands why. Aerie's just like you, right? She knew this is what Mom would do. It was not the best way. Aerie did the only things that she could. I don't understand anything. And you can see the Mirai is really feeling the regret here. She's the blame because she's the one who brought the Ariel with her. So yeah, so everything goes downhill from here, yes. And then the next episode 20, is called End of Hope. So in a way, I'm pretty sure things will only get worse. So I guess we have to go down to the abyss before we may see light. Or there may even be no light at the end of the tunnel, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. I'm really glad we get like a whole bunch of sides here. We pretty much get like a little bit of everyone. We get like Martin, we get like Suletta trying to understand why, recovering from her depression. We get Guel and Murene dealing with Earthian matters, with Guel finding important information, Murene kind of just trying to deal with all the consequences of her actions with bringing the Ariel and stuff, and lots of conflict. So yeah, it's gonna get bad. So I guess we can only see how things go from here. So yeah, hope everyone had a good time, and we'll see how the last few episodes we get. Like we have 5 episodes left approximately, so we'll see how well they're able to tie up all the loose ends, if they're able to, because there's a lot of them, and I don't know if it'll even end up nice and clean at all. So yeah, all right, and take care.